And so Sister Kelsey is here with her daughter, talking to her about this particular point. And it's taken from our Bible, page 10 of our New World Translation, if you'd like to follow along. It says, "Who wrote the Bible?" So let's listen in to this demonstration here of this particular point.
You know, I had a really weird dream last night.
Oh yeah? What was that?
Well, I was with Aunt Amber at the convention, but she didn't look like Aunt Amber. She looked like Grandma. And I was going to sit with her, but the row was full, so I had to sit in front of her by some weird people.
Well, that's kind of weird. It's funny how our brain can do stuff like that. It reminds me of last week we were working on your health, and we were talking about how the brain was like the command center of the body, and how it processes thoughts and feelings, and how it helps us to respond to information that we receive from all of our senses.
Sort of like when you bake cookies, your mouth starts to like instantly water.
Those cookies smell pretty good. You know, do you think that Jehovah could cause somebody to dream certain things or think certain things?
I don't know, I haven't really thought about that. Wait, was Jehovah telling me that I'm going to sit by some weird people at the convention?
No, honey, it doesn't work that way. Not anymore. He used to a long time ago. I have my Bible right here. Let me show you in 2 Peter, chapter 1, and verse 21. It says, "For prophecy was at no time brought by man's will, but men spoke from God as they were moved by Holy Spirit." So it says they were moved by Holy Spirit. Jehovah didn't exactly control their mind, but he affected their minds so that they would think his thoughts, and then they wrote them down. And some of them did have dreams. There's an example of one in Daniel, chapter 7, verse 1. You want to read it?
Sure. It says, "In the first year of King
Belshazzar
of Babylon, Daniel saw a dream and visions of his head as he lay in his bed. Then he wrote down the dream. He recorded a complete amount of the matters."
So he recorded a complete account of what he had dreamt. So Jehovah made him have a dream, and then he wrote it down. And Daniel wasn't the only one. Here in Exodus, we find out who else. 24, Exodus 24:4 says, "So Moses wrote down all the words of Jehovah." So it's kind of like if I needed to write a letter, but I couldn't do it for whatever reason, and I said, "Hey, Chelsea, go get a paper and a pencil and write this down for me." And you wrote down what I said. Would that be your letter?
No, it was your words. I just wrote it down, so it would still be your letter.
Right. And that's kind of the same way that the Bible was written by Jehovah. He didn't get a pen and paper, but he helped people write it through his Holy Spirit. Do you remember what happened, or what it says at 2 Timothy 3:16?
All scriptures is inspired of God.
Right. So all of these scriptures were inspired by Jehovah. Jehovah told them what to write, and they wrote it. And so basically it was like he wrote it. It was his letter still.
So, was it just Daniel and Moses that wrote the Bible for Jehovah?
No, if you look at Revelation, right at the very back, behind the last page of Revelation, there's a long list here of all the Bible books, and who wrote them, and where they wrote them, and all kinds of details.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
It's pretty neat what kind of stuff our brain can do, huh? Well, thanks for helping me fold the towels. I gotta get dinner started.
Can I help?
Sure.
Thank you, Sister Kelsey and Sister Satella, for handling that assignment as well, too. I appreciate it.